Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Thank you, dog. It's Friday. Yay.
happy TDIF, everybody.
Oh my gosh. So happy to be with you. We've got a really fun canine lovers craft today that's all sparkly and glittery and kind of retro. So fun and dollar themed, Dollar Tree themed, of course, or a Dollar Tree makeover, as we like to do. Hi, everybody. If you don't know who we are, I'm Patty and I'm here with Hillary.
Hey, everybody.
And we're the co-founders of Hound DIY, and Christmas is in the air. We are about to make this really fun kind of Christmas ornament that's a throwback to the 60s, and it's based off of an adorable design, these adorable designs of holiday printables that Hillary put together that are available in our shop. I think there's a link below.
There's a link in the description. Yeah,
to get those. And in fact, the first thing you're going to want to do is grab some transparency film, and then you can print them up. I don't know if you can see them all, but they're so pretty. They're so cute. They're really fun in the pinks and greens and like the little sparkly kind of little snowflake and hearts and on
yeah, they've got some retro vibes to them.
Yeah, they're really cool. I don't know if you can see them. So anyway, they're a lot of fun. We love to do all kinds of dog themed crafts and all kinds of stuff, dog treats, recipes, all kinds of things. So if you know of any dog moms or dads that would be interested, please sprinkle the love. It helps us out a lot. And another way that you can help support us is through our Hound Hugger craft club that we have. So if you're interested, we do. And in fact, the craft club folks get these printables included this month. So this is one of the things, one of the perks of being in the club. You get all kinds of extra really fun goodies that we throw in there. And we have a whole lot of fun getting together and you get to craft along just with us in our little crafting community, which is really kind of cool. So anyway, so we're going to take our Dollar Tree ornament. Let's dive right in. This is the one we found at Dollar Tree. It's really, really cute. It looks like a little pie tin, a little galvanized pie tin on the inside. And so we just thought this would be a really fun thing to decorate, kind of give it a makeover. So you're going to want to take off the hanger and all the little embellishments, the little pine cone and all that good stuff. And then you're going to take some chalk paint. You can use acrylic, but you'll probably have to scratch the surface a little bit, but kind of going with the pinks and greens themes. I've got some pink and green chalk paint, and you're just going to want to paint the backside of your ornament all in pink. So it looks like, Hillary, you left the edge.
Yep, I left
which I think is really fun.
The bottom. Yeah,
I think that's great. So there's a sticker on the back. We're just covering that with some paint. And you can paint the whole thing like I did, or just paint the sticker like Hillary did, which I think is great. I love seeing the metal, kind of galvanized metal through it. It's really kind of cool.
And with those printables, so we're printing obviously on transparency film so that you can see that metal. It kind of goes with the whole kind of retro vibe that the graphics have. But you could also, if you didn't have transparency film or something like that, you could print it on paper too and use Mod Podge instead, or use a different type of backing for those printables. So really the sky's the limit as far as how you use them. So this is just one of the fun ways that we came up with, and these little Dollar Tree ornaments worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a wood disc and put the printables on them with Mod Podge. I mean, there's all kinds of really fun things. You could even just lazy man's crafting. You could just print it and put it in a little picture frame and hang it on the wall and you're done, right? So whatever floats your boat. That's what we love about the printables, because you can really customize them any way you like. So for this craft, we are diving into the world of resin. Neither Hillary or I have done it before, but we found this really, really cool starter kit on Amazon. It is amazing. It has everything you need. It's got the glitter. It's got kind of glossy powders. It even has glow in the dark powders if you want to add it to your resin. It's got obviously all the little mixers and pipes and piping tools and all that kind of good stuff. So you can mix up your resin, and it's for beginners. So it's perfect for us. It's just what we need. And I think there's a link for that below too. So
there's a link in the description for this particular kit. There's lots of kits out there. This one is the type that you don't need a UV light for. So some of them are kind of hard or quick acting and one step. Ours is two step, but this one, it was like Patty said, it's got all the parts and pieces, and it gives you a
Mhm.
really good kind of assortment to find out if you even like to do this. That was kind
Yeah.
of, we'd never done it before. So it
Yeah.
was like, are we going to like this? Are we going to enjoy it? Is it going to be too hard to work with?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little preview. We're both thinking that we might be addicted to it. We definitely thought it was a lot of fun,
It is.
especially as soon as you add the glitter. It's like,
Yeah, it's
oh, this
magic.
is so fun.
Well, and we picked a little vessel that, you can't really fail, because you're
Yep.
pouring it in, so it's not gonna, like, drip over the edges or anything like that.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a trick because the, ornament has 2 holes on the side, so you just have to be careful not to fill the resin up so high that it's gonna go through those holes. We calculated that it was gonna be about 20, milliliters, I think is what it
Milliliters.
is.
Yep.
And
And
is right about where you wanna fill it to
yeah,
at the
and sometimes
most.
the holes can be a little bit
They're
askew. So
yeah.
my tip is use water. Just fill your little containers with water to test the
Yeah,
level
they
that
have
you're gonna need.
these little
And
containers
then
to
and then
help you
that's the
measure.
amount of the resin that you'll be using.
Yeah,
So, but once you'd use the water, make sure that you then dry it out completely, and preferably like wipe it out with an alcohol wipe so that if you're working like right away, it's all completely dry before you start pouring that
right,
resin in there.
right,
So
exactly.
those are a couple little
Perfect.
tips there.
Yeah, and so one of the things I kinda did ahead of time on mine, I was playing because we made one and then I couldn't stop. So I actually put half of the amount, mixed with one of the shimmery powders. It's like a white powder,
Hmm.
just to kinda give the base of mine a little bit more of a opaqueness, so that the print hopefully will show up a little bit better. It's not as white as I thought. Now I didn't add a lot of white powder, because again I was just kind of experimenting. But I did this a day ago. It takes 24 hours to dry, so just kind of know that you can actually do these in layers too as
Yep.
well, which is kind of fun. So we're
And
going
I'm
to
actually going straight down to the metal again on this
yeah.
one. So I've done a version where kind of the same thing that Patty did, where I added a layer in between as well. I really like it on just the straight metal too. So
Yeah.
either way is it turns out really cool.
Right, right, exactly. So the first thing you want to do is pick out whichever one of your little sayings that you like and just cut it out. I've got ho ho holidays. Is that the one you've got?
Yep. Same one I've got. Yep.
We just picked the same ones. And so you're just going to cut that out. And to ensure that it doesn't slide around when you're pouring the resin, we're just using a little bit of our favorite Beacon Fabric Fix glue. And I'm getting near the end, so it's going to take a second to get down. But just the tiniest little spots of glue. You don't need many, maybe just 1 or 2 to tack it in place. And tiny, tiny does not need to be a lot. And then you want to make sure that your saying is lined up with the holes and kind of centered where you like it. And if you wanted a little cockeyed on purpose, that's cute too. That's fine.
Yep.
Here we go. Those are so cute. You could even just leave it like that if you wanted to.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. And then the next thing you're going to want to do is mix an equal parts of your A and B, and you can measure them with these little measuring cups that they provide. Hey, Sandy, thanks for being with us today. Always great to have you here. So you're just going to measure the same amount of A, the same amount of B into your little cup. So we kind of calculated there were about 20 milliliters. So 10 milliliters of A, 10 milliliters of B. I'm doing 5 and 5 because I've already did.
Right.
I've already got a layer here, so I'm just put that in half. And then you're just going to mix that up. Yeah, I need to get my fancy schmancy gloves on here.
And the key to when you're mixing is stir slowly. So you're trying to not introduce
Which I
more
didn't
bubbles
do.
into it.
When I
You get
first did
so
it,
excited and
I was so excited about doing this. I was like, stir, stir, stir. But yeah.
So yeah, you're just stirring slowly. It says 3 to 5 minutes of stirring. We have a pretty small amount here, but I usually do at least 3 minutes just to really get it all incorporated with each other.
And what's nice is they have these really flexible rubber containers, mixing containers. So you can really get in, and the stir sticks that they use, you can really get into nooks and crannies to get everything mixed well. So that's one of the other things that I really like about this kit. You could use a plastic cup or something like that, but which would work fine, but you're not going to necessarily get into every little nook and cranny as you're mixing. And we've kind of already pre-mixed before we started. So I feel like mine's.
And the other thing is they do have a bit of a smell. So it's not super strong, but you do want to crack a window or have the room ventilated while you're working on it. And have your surface covered, because it will, if it gets on your clothes, it's not coming off, all that sort of stuff. So I'm using just some freezer paper with the wax side up so that you can just roll it all up and throw it away once you're done.
I've just got a tablecloth, vinyl tablecloth. That's got paint and other good stuff that I use for crafting. All right. So then the next thing you're going to do, or that we're going to do, is it comes with this kit of all these little containers of glitter that are really fun, different colors. It was interesting. Hillary and I noticed that we have some of them are different. A couple of them are just a couple shades different. So you just get a mix of different colors that come in with the kit. And I think for this one, I'm going to use like a little silver and pink. I think I'm going to mix the silver and the pink together.
And I'm doing 3. So I have this kind of white glitter. I have some teal.
Oh, that's cute.
And then I have this kind of hot pink.
Oh, that'll be fun. You're going all out. This is the fun part, though, where you can really customize it. And they have little spoons that you can use. I'm just pinching some glitter in there. Just putting that into my little container. And the glitter does go everywhere.
Yep. You will have glitter.
All right. And I'm going to pinch a little smidge of pink. And I'm using the hot pink too, I think. The same one. It's really nice that they give you all of these different options to play with it. You
and there's
can
not
get
a
these
huge
things.
amount of them, but it's the perfect amount for just testing it out and seeing how you like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing with it.
Exactly. So hard to see in here, but just trust me, I've got a bunch of little smidge of glitter. You really don't need a lot.
No.
Although you can have a bunch if you want.
And these are really micro glitters. There's obviously, we don't have it in this kit, but you can get glitters that are, thicker. You could get, even kinds that have like little snowflakes, all that sort of stuff. So
that would be fun.
You can really.
This could be a whole new like hobby, like you could really get into this. Resin everywhere. All right. And then once you feel like it's well incorporated, then the fun begins, and you just get to pour. You get to pour it on top. And again, you want to make sure you get every last little drop.
So, and again, this is where you can kind of go slow, There
we go. I think I got most of everything. All right. So you can see, oh, if I move it quickly.
Yep.
I just spilled some, but it didn't, it should be fine. That's why you wear the gloves. Oh, this looks really cool. This is cool. All right. There it is quickly. It's kind of hard to see, but trust me, it's really sweet and sparkly.
And you can kind of just roll your container around in order to get everything over all the way over to the edges.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
stuff. And you can also use your little spatula too if there's a place where you need to kind of coax it into a corner or anything.
It's fun. It's so fun to see it come to life, and it does get so glittery and so sparkly and so neat. Really, really cool. And then you're going to need to let this dry for 24 hours. Trust me, it's 24 hours. I picked mine, my first one up at about the 12-hour mark because I hadn't painted the back yet. So I thought, oh, I picked it up. The resin wasn't moving. I thought, it's probably dry enough to obviously maybe not stick my finger in it, but turn it over and paint. And no, it was not dry enough to turn over and paint. So you have to be patient. I am not patient. Obviously, I'm stirring super fast. I've obviously wanted to pick it up and show you, and I'm spilling it everywhere. So you do have to be a little bit of patient when you play with this. But if you give it a good day to dry, then the next thing you're going to do is you can take, I've got some kind of glittery embroidery thread and some really fun like pink and blue and green beads that kind of match that theme. And you can thread the your rope or string or whatever through the top and add a couple beads. And then I have this really fun, it's called Southwest Llama Ribbon. I think I got it at Dollar Tree.
Nope, it's Walmart because I have the
is it
same
Walmart?
one.
Okay, I don't know where I got it, but it's so cute. And it matches perfectly it pulls in all the colors. So this is the one that we did earlier, and I painted mine teal on the back. But it just turns out
sparkly ribbon that I'll be adding here.
Oh, that'll be so fun. They really turn out so cute. And I don't know if you can see the sparkles and glitter and all that good stuff. But they make just the sweetest ornaments. They're so precious. I absolutely love them. They're so fun. And you could really customize these in any way you like. So, let it snow. That's a cute
let it
one.
snow.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. That's so great. These are so fun. Yeah. I really enjoy them. Yeah, these are great.
And the other thing, just the other tip for the resin, you can hit this with a heat gun if you notice that there's bubbles on the top.
Oh, right.
That'll take out any of those bubbles that might happen on the top. The only place that I really ever noticed the bubbles happening for me was right around the edge. So you can, or like a hot hair dryer or a heat gun, either one, and you can just a few inches from the surface and just kind of hit that with a heat gun. And then the other tip is make sure to have them set on a level surface, because they are, as Patty said, they're malleable for a long time. So if you have them on an uneven surface, they're going to dry that way, and you'll notice that it's not level in your little container. So and if you're working in the stages, sometimes you can add things, like if you were adding flowers or big pieces of glitter or things like that, you can wait for it to just sort of set. So that sort of halfway mark, like maybe 8 hours in or something like that. And then you can add the things so that it's still got a little bit of that malleability. So you can press things in if you need to. But like I said, we kind of were going resin crazy. So we have all kinds of different ideas of how you can use it. The kit that we got from Amazon is super easy. Like, don't get overwhelmed with the idea of resin. Watch a couple videos of people doing it, and you'll feel like, oh yeah, I got this, no problem. So it really is pretty easy to work with, and it is a lot of fun. They really turn out pretty.
Exactly. And a lot of messy if you're like me. So you got to be careful. Oh, thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today. It's always such a pleasure to spend time with you and do something really fun and crafty and creative, all in our honor of love for pups. Sometimes it is actually for the pups, but sometimes it's something that we get to cherish as well. And we're so happy to have you here. If you're watching on the replay, thanks so much. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment, all those good things really, really, really do help us out a lot. And if you'd also like to support us by joining our Hound Hugger Craft Club, that would mean even more. So thank you so much.
And you get the printables that we're using in this project.
Yeah.
Plus there's other printables that are included in that one. There's a link to the printables in the description, so you can check those out. There's also a link to join the craft club. So we would love to have you join us there as well. So thanks everyone, and
thanks
happy holidays.
Much. Happy holidays. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.